President Ilham Aliyev visited the Cebrail and Zengilan districts. The head of state attended the inauguration ceremonies of the first phase of Horovlo village in Cebrail district, the access route to the Shefek solar power plant, the second phase of Aghalı village and Mahmud Beyli village. He also laid the foundation stones for the Cebrail city mosque, the second and third residential complexes in Cebrail city, and the Shems and Ufuk solar power plants in Shahvelli village. President Aliyev presented house keys to residents of Horovlo and Aghalı villages and reviewed the work carried out at the 104 apartment residential complex in Zengilan city. President of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev shared a post on his social media page on the occasion of Turkey's Republic Day. First Vice President of Azerbaijan Mihraban Aliyev has congratulated Turkey on Republic Day. The post reads, "May the Azerbaijan-Turkey unity and brotherhood, a source of pride for our peoples, be eternal and unbreakable." An international parliamentary conference dedicated to the 30th anniversary of the adoption of the Constitution of Azerbaijan has begun its work at the Milli Majlis. The event is focused on the theme, the Constitution as the foundation of the independence and sovereignty of states in the modern world. During the conference, participants will discuss the role of constitutions in strengthening the legal foundations of modern states and exchange views on issues related to the preservation of sovereignty and national independence. Parliamentary delegations from about 20 countries, as well as representatives of 5 international organizations, are taking part in the event. On October 29th, as part of his official visit to the Sultanate of Oman, Azerbaijan's Foreign Minister Ceyhun Bayramov met with Saeed Asad Bil Tariq Al Said, special representative of the Sultan of Oman. The sides sealed the development of relations between Azerbaijan and Oman at both the bilateral and multilateral levels. They also emphasized the crucial role of high-level visits in raising the bilateral relations to a new level and further stimulating political and economic cooperation between the two countries. The meeting also included discussions on other bilateral and multilateral issues of mutual interest as well as the regional situation. U.S. President Donald Trump once again addressed the issue of normalizing relations between Azerbaijan and Armenia, recalling the meeting held on August 8 at the White House between the two leaders, President Ilham Aliyev and Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan. Trump stated that the United States played a key role in establishing dialogue between Baku and Yerevan. He emphasized that during the decades-long conflict, neither sides had come as close to peace as they did during the Washington talks. President Trump said, "Look at what happened between Azerbaijan and Armenia. It was a miracle. Two very wonderful nations found a common language." He described the August meeting as a symbol of hope and diplomatic success, noting that such dialogues demonstrate the power of personal contact and political will. Samir Sharifov, Azerbaijan's Deputy Prime Minister and co-chair of the Joint Intergovernmental Commission on Economic Cooperation between Azerbaijan and Belarus, and Natalia Petkovich, Belarus Deputy Prime Minister and co-chair for Belarus, with the deliberated Fizuli district. The delegation headed to the Aghdam district afterwards. The Paris Peace Forum kicked off today. The 8th edition of the forum, held at the Palais de Chaillot, is themed New Coalitions for Peace, People and the Planet, further emphasizing its global mission. The event brings together heads of state, representatives of international organizations, business leaders, civil society members, and scholars from both the global north and south to discuss solutions to the most pressing challenges of our time. Within the framework of the Paris Peace Forum, the Association of COP Presidents panel will host discussions titled New Coalitions for the Planet. Azerbaijan is represented at this panel by Mukhtar Babayev, the President's Special Representative for Climate Affairs and President of COP29. The opening ceremony of Akhar Bakhar National Park in Gah district was held with the participation of Leyla Aliyeva, Vice President of Heydar Aliyev Foundation and founder and head of the Idea Public Association, and Arzu Aliyeva, head of Baku Media Center. A tree planting campaign was organized as part of the event. Leyla Aliyeva and Arzu Aliyeva also familiarized themselves with the park's territory and natural environment. During the opening ceremony, Leyla Aliyeva and Arzu Aliyeva also participated in the release of 20,000 fish into the Ayrichai River. The next relocation convoy of families temporarily residing in dormitories, sanitariums, and administrative buildings across various regions of the country has departed for Hasan Riz village in Agdara district and Khadırlı village in Agdam district. In this phase, 91 families were relocated to Khadırlı village in Agdam district and 17 families to Hasan Riz village in Agdara district. In the Agdash district, the Queens and Agribusiness Festival were held to support the development of the region's agricultural potential, particularly in fruit growing. The event was organized jointly by the Agdash District Executive Power and Agrarian Innovation Center of the Ministry of Agriculture. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, speaking at the handover ceremony in Ankara of the first domestically produced Altay tank to the Turkish Land Forces Command, said that Turkey has risen to 11th place in the world in terms of arms export volume. He noted that defense industry products are exported to 180 countries. Erdogan added that they will not be satisfied with this and aim to completely eliminate import dependence in the defense sector. The Turkish leader said that restrictions and obstacles may slow Turkey's progress toward its declared goals, but cannot prevent them from being achieved. We'll either find an alternative road to our goal or open a new road, Erdogan stated. The U.S. Senate on Tuesday failed to advance a Republican-backed funding bill to end the government shutdown for the 13th time. The final vote was 54 to 45, falling short of 60 votes needed to move forward. At least 64 people have died in a massive police raid aimed at organized crime in Rio de Janeiro on Tuesday. Among the dead are 4 Brazilian police officers, officials said. Rio de Janeiro State Governor Cláudio Castro told reporters at a press conference that police confiscated a large quantity of drugs in the raid. Authorities also claimed on social media that at least 42 rifles were seized during the operation.